So now then, in reverse, I now need to work out what I want on this. So I want, Jesus, I only want like probably 32mm parallel. In one of the other videos, you probably heard me talking about a back angle. So if that's straight, that angle's back, doesn't it? The idea behind that is this cup never touches this front lip that I want to keep. You see that angle? Lovely. Right, so now is what I'm doing is I've got a mark there and I have a mark down here, and all I need to do is make sure those marks line back up. I need to send one screw through here. There we go, back in there. So let me just show you this as well, guys. So you see where I've fixed there? Oh, it's not in line with them. Don't worry about a thing. You know what time it is now, don't you? It's time for handles. I need 4 candles. Handles for forks. Right, let's kick this out of the way. So, use masking tape. Always use masking tape because you don't want to be marking your cupboards. This is irrelevant. Well, it's not irrelevant. It has to go in the area that you're about to screw and fix, but that's good enough. Then is what I do. There's no like, you have to do this. You have to listen to me. I'm just saying this is easy because then they're all the same with minimal adjustment. Every single one of these rails on every single door is all the same. Straight across there. Then I find halfway, which I know is 32mm, because they're 32.5, but I go for 32. The pencil's thick. Half a mil's not going to matter. There's that. Now let's get my drill. Drill. How do you like it? 4.5 drill bit. Whoa, hold up. Open the unit, because the last thing you want to do is go and drill into your unit or something on the other side. It is very important that you drill square, but let me give you some context. So we are using these big boy screws, right? And these big boy screws going into your drill bit are loose. Look at that and look at that, yeah? Just slightly bigger. That just allows you to move that handle around as you want, but it's not big enough that the head comes through or you can see the mark on the other side. Swing this up here. Oh, that is close. That is very close, guys. Make that mark in the centre of the top of the handle and just go back and forth. There's your upright centre. Pick up your drill. Make sure you're square. Make sure you're not going to hit anything. Pull them away. Get rid of that. Take your next screw. While these are all loose as a goose, using a screwdriver. No good. Did I see something in here? Yeah, here we go. Get these. Peel them back to just these bubbles. Put one where the handle is. Then I just put one little way up, out of sight. Lovely soft close. Now then, let's do something with this side. So where do we start? Because I've changed this, I now have an 18mm panel in the middle of that and in the middle of that. So is what I'm going to do is I'm going to centre everything off this. So there's my height. Do you know what? Right, using that laser, that is going to be my top of the unit. Then off of that line, now I need to work this out backwards, don't I? Here's how we work that line out backwards. You guys see me all right then there? Right then guys, so this is how I now then work out this backwards. This bracket needs to go on there. That is basically 65. Don't think you guys can see that. Right, if I sit you guys there, I'm using this, I'm coming down, and basically I'm looking for the centre of where my holes go, and that pretty much dissects with 65mm. So that's what I'm going to make my mark. Get my tape, I'm going to start from 100 and come down to 165. Right then, I'm going to show you something you can do, apprentices or DIYers, but listen real carefully. Keep these sharp teeth away from the edge. Don't get them anywhere near that edge. You watch, that'll be exactly where I want to fix. Knew it. Right, that's pretty much as high as that's ever going to go. Does that want to go higher? You little... Right, see how that sharp edge is off the face of that, and watch that that doesn't start smacking the wall or smacking the cupboard, and put that back there. Right, I'm going to roll with that. So there you go, guys. If you've got nowhere to fix a laser level that's magnetic, clip something onto something that is magnetic. You know, you can go off. You guys probably can't see this. But you can go off like metal skim beads. So if you have an external, so if I said this corner here, an external 90, then you could use the bead in the corner. Like in these windows. Like one of these external 90s, there's bead in there, there's metal, and that will magnetise to the bead. So I want that there, like so. So all I'm going to do, I'm just making that green laser line, my new line in pencil. There is a time and a place for refinement, guys. Yeah, I want to say that there's a time and a place for refinement. So as long as, can you see that pencil line? No, you can't. Watch this. Now can you see that pencil line? You see how on the mark that is? Now, that's not on the mark, because if I blew the image up and if I said that to that was 1.5 millimeter, my fine tip pencil is probably like 1/2 mil thick. Look how thick it is. Yeah, you see how, like, I'm almost on the line there, but everywhere else, you know, I'm a little bit on the high line, then I'm in the centre, then I'm a bit lighter. As long as you're within a fraction or a few millimetres of that line, all is good. There is adjustment on the back of these units. So people that are like, oh, kitchen fitting has to be bob on. Yes, it does, and always strive to be your best. Do your best. But if you wave 1 mil here or there, up and down, okay, that's a difference of 2. It's not going to affect you hanging that. If your wall is in and out, or your wall is leaning, that is a bigger problem than you not following a straight line. So if all you've got is a big level, the way you can check its level is do that, make a line, and just to check it is level, turn that around. And when I say turn that around, go 180 degrees, and like that, you basically, if your level's out, it'll read two different measurements basically. But you don't have to be that bob on, guys, you really don't. So there's my level line. Let's get that off before that damages something. There we go, lovely. I'll close that cupboard. So before I upset something, I said I wanted to dissect somewhere there. Oh, probably more somewhere like that. Oh, I can't even see that on the back there. Right, if you're struggling all the way the other side of the room to see where your line's going, if you're using the laser, if you're not, don't worry, get your level, just make a mark. I was going to say, if you're struggling to see that laser the other side, just put something on it that's different to the colour that you're trying to use, so that you can then be like, gosh. There we go, there is our centre line. So that 500 is no good at the moment. I need a 600. This one is also 24. This has confused me and the customer, I think, quite a lot. Anyway, we live and learn. We'll be all right. And we need to turn these around again. Right then, guys. So you can probably see I've made that my centre line. You see that centre there? Oh, I'm probably hiding it from the camera as much as I'm hiding it from that. That is my centre line. I've then done my overall plus 20 inside, 20 on the inside. So my overall is like, whether I do this on the front or the back, is the same. Overall is 600, and I want to be 20 mil in this side and up to 580 that side. And that's what I've marked. And that represents, why didn't I just turn it around to start with? That represents 20 mil in and no more than 580 over. So now I'm just going to back them off. I would love to do this with a screwdriver, but it's too long. I'm going to have to do that one with a screwdriver because I can't reach it. Take your shelves out, make it as light as you possibly can. And then this one is obviously hard, but with a bit of strength. And again, pull towards you whilst still taking the weight with the bottom. Look at that, pretty level already. Basically where I want to be. That's more or less on that mark. So until I've got my next unit on, which is going to be this 500 I'm going to do next. If I move you guys over, I'm pretty confident 500 is going to fall this side of that socket, and then the 600 will be that side of the socket, and we won't have to worry about hitting cables, hopefully, fingers crossed. And again with this, we shall be 500 overall, so 20mm to start with and then 480. Shift this box along. Does that make sense, guys? If that doesn't make sense, drop a comment below. And if it does make sense, smash that like button. And if there's anything else you guys want to learn, drop a comment below. I'm not fitting the kitchen worktop, so unfortunately I can't give you too much context. I can't really do a video on fitting kitchen worktop just yet, but I will do in the future when I get the opportunity. I nearly had a kitchen fitting job come up actually, but I was too slow. Not ideal to go add in loads of weight, guys, but as long as you know that's not going anywhere, they can go up there and go out the way. I'm pulling these sockets off so that I can check and laser level where my cable is so that I know I'm not going to hit cable. So yeah, now just using one of these. That might be close. Like that one, this side was close. We'll have to double check. We will have to. So let's get the old driller out. Really sorry, I've always got my back to you, haven't I? Always just start that screw. I am. You're all right, you can come in, I'll just edit you out. I'll wind these back out, take the shelves out to eliminate most of the weight. And then I can now touch the side of this unit, slide up and hook on. So again, pull gently. I mean, I'm tugging quite hard there, but gently pull towards. Don't ever try and force it down because one, you could actually probably rip it off the wall if it was loose, which is a good thing because you know it's then going to fall. But with the inertia and the force, you'll probably break it or drop it or hurt something. Just once those tiny little lips, feet, hooks have hooked just a little and you know it's there. That's all you need. So there we go then, folks. So now when it comes to fixing this together, screw in there as you're gonna, that has to be in there. And again, these are going in there. This one was already marked from where I'd taken it off there. So that has had to go there. And then again, these are in here. So when you pull that open, and then again from there, when I put that end panel in. So that is the last thing to sort out. We've got this end panel on. We've clamped them all together. Where is my screwdriver? There it is. So I'm going to nick this and screw this in here. And then I'm going to screw these on here. Where's that up? Oh, that's up here, tucked out the way. So there goes one. Slightly out that hinge, so that's why that was a bit tough to go in. There's that. Now I need more hinges. Have I got any hiding in here? No. If I dropped any down there? No. Well, I've opened them. These hinges can't be far away, man. Normally I wouldn't have worried about having part of it, like at the end of the day, they're on for like 99.9% of the time that they're on.
One eternity later.
If you're trying to do it all in one go, then fair enough. Welcome back, YouTube. Apologies. You may have seen my short upload earlier, a couple of weeks ago. thought I'd been videoing and filming this and explaining this to you guys as I'd done it, and there was no SD card. Oh. Comment with a laughing face below if you find it funny. Stresses me out. Anyway, so best advice I can give to fitting these is you get these cards, like templates, sorry. You get these templates. You must follow these templates. These templates are normally indicated with like arrows and like the corner edge. This actually come with a different thing on it where I could quite literally, how did this work now? So let me show you. So I can't do it now, but basically this went here in the cupboard, and there was a little tab on the front here that I flicked down. Here we go. We had this little tab here that I flicked down, and this was previously, you know, along this front edge, and that gave me, so I had a 400, a 450 and a 500 set up, and this corresponds to A sizes. So you kind of need to know what size you've got, and then it corresponds with Le Mans 40, 45, 50 or 6. Then once you've done that, that then gives you the centre hole there, and you can also place that on top like so, and that also gives you the centre hole at the top there. Then you can go around, sorry, I'm going to try and explain this the best I can. So there's, I don't know if this is going to show up, there is a pole round here where you can adjust your drawer heights, your shelf heights. I've just set this up for like a bit of a common generic sort of thing. And you know what? I think I might adjust that, because looking at that, I don't think there's much going to go in there, but I'm not sure. I'll tell you what, I'll explain it now. Basically, if you wanted to change these, you would, let me do it on this one. I can reach this one. Flick that tab forward. That would allow this to go up. 2 seconds, guys. Let's just get everything out of the way and we'll make this clear. So there's our template. We want to keep hold of our template. Right. Right, here we go. So basically, if we wanted to, can I do it here? Yeah. We could, I can't do it without my nails. You could flick these, you get the gist, you can flick those tabs out. And then around here, I won't do it because it will drop, but we could pull those out and then these would change. And then if you really need to, where is it? And if you really, really, really need to, you can just really gently put these in here. And note how I'm doing this. I'm trying to use the flat of the screwdriver. Right, there we go, guys. So that comes out there like that. They only ever so slightly clip in. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just get in there and just gently go like that, rather than trying to twist on the side like that, how they want you to, because all you'll do is put pressure on this plastic and you'll just screw the plastic up. Right, so they go back there like that. And yeah, let me just show you this. So if you wanted to, you can pull them and you can adjust these. So yeah, no, I'm going to leave that one there, but I think I might adjust this bottom one. Let's adjust this bottom one. So if I pull this drawer out here like this, so again, don't try and go straight in here. Try and go on the flat and then just go, there we go. Easy as that. And I'll just repeat that on the back bit. There we go. Don't go back in. There we go. So that's both of those drawers removed. Now, if I bring you guys in here, now if I flick this tab out gently and lift up, this comes out. Because you see that? All that does is push in and then slot down. Then that tab, it's not a good day today. Yeah, and then that plastic tab just stops it from. And then I can pull that thing out. Ah, okay. So that one is the lowest it could possibly be. And that one is the highest it could possibly be. So now, in order to set these up, is what I like to do is I just like to get these to line up. And I ever so slightly, by a smidge, oh, and I've forgotten something. On this template, again with the arrows, this template went in there, up against this face there, and then with a pencil I could just go, which is then what give me this line. And then from doing so like that, I swing this out, and I'll show you how these work in a second. So let's slide this in here and line that up. It's got that back edge. Now let's find this front edge. And that comes to there. Right. So now then, this back block is ever so slightly off centre by however much. So it depends whether you want that to come all the way out to there, whether you only want it to come to there, or if you really want it to, you can stop it there. So I quite like that one. Get it all the way out as far as you can. And that is literally this block here. So you imagine as that bar comes round, you can probably see now that it's in the corner of a rectangle. So it's like, say that's set in 1, that's set in 2, that's set in 3, that's then set in 4. It just pushes off harder, or more I should say. Let's lose this cupboard. That goes in there. This with the block goes in first through here. Swing this around. That's in its hole located. This one goes in here, and that goes in there. And now you see that one's on a big stop. That one's on a little stop. That one will come even further. And then this little tab here at the front just stops that from going all the way back. Do you know what? That's annoying. You're not going to get anything in there, are you? Play some music and hit the time lapse. I'm going to move it back. My thought was you could stand 2 litre Coke bottles up in there, or like cartons of juice or something. But obviously not the case. You still can't really get much in there, can you? We're going to talk to the customer and we'll adjust that for the customer's needs. Because at the end of the day, what the customer wants, we're here to provide. Drop a comment below how you would like it set up. Given, for context, boys and girls, ladies and gentlewomen. Because you see, I'm thinking the top one is small for like herbs and spices and salts, peppers and little pots. But it does come with this lovely built-in rack. Herbs and spices at the top of that one is a little bit irrelevant when plenty could go in this one. Everybody's personal requirements are all different. So drop a comment below how you guys would like it set up. And then that gives me context and a bit of help and future reference for how I set things up in the future. Because you see, I just tend to go for a medium setup. So like big, bulky stuff, I tend to put down low, and then more awkward stuff. What was that? The customer actually set these up and I've just put them up. So this is what I tend to do. Little stuff like plasters and things you're not going to need often go at the top there. Pretty much similar there. What did you guys think to the video where I changed this and I've now set that up properly? Comment below. So there you go, guys. That's how we do that. We are going to put this ply back here and we're going to template-ish or go through the process of templating for the induction hob. We're not actually doing it because, like I say, quartz are coming out to fit this worktop. Now, me, the carpenter, need to liaise with the stone people, positions of stuff. So the easiest way for us to do that is if I just neatly, being the important word, very neatly, template something with a big sheet of ply like this. Don't just get a bit of cardboard and template something. It's going to have to be with ply, because they're going to come around with like, let me use this bit of copper. They're going to come around with like a staff and they're just going to put something on a tripod, which is like, right, this is a reference point, which is similar to, in the comments, someone was asking about how to use a laser level and someone replied how to use a rotary laser level. Now, I will, if you guys want to, I will show you a laser level and a rotary laser level, because yeah, the person that replied absolutely knows what they're talking about, and the person asking the question is intrigued to learn, which I love to see. If there's anything you guys want to see or learn about, drop a comment. But he was talking about the person that was asking the question was asking a confusing question, because I was using a laser level and not a rotary laser, and the reply you got was how to use a rotary laser level. And for context, so you can understand the difference, a laser level is something commonly you would buy off Amazon, and that would float or it wouldn't float, depends on the price. You know, the more expensive ones, like my one, I clip it somewhere and it's on like a plumb bob. So wherever I clip it, that thing just magnetically gravitates towards the center of the earth and finds its naturally, like no matter where I position my hand, it just naturally on like a plumb bob, an old school plumb bob, that's a piece of string and a weight, finds its level. And then it's from there, it's got a 90-degree upright and a 180-degree like horizontal flat line on it. So I can do cross laser sections. Some laser levels do 360, where you could do the corner of a room or all sorts. Anyway, waffle. And a rotary laser level is a single laser beam and that spins, or you can set it to bounce 90 degrees across this area of land, or 180 degrees, or to whatever you want. I will do a separate video on stuff like that and tools if you guys want to see stuff like that. Yeah, just get involved in the comments, guys. Let me know what you DIYers, boys and girls, want to learn. There might be some flat pack queens watching me. There could be some flat pack kings watching me. I have no clue. When you guys subscribe, I have no idea who you are or anything. So don't be shy or worried. It just says, I have a new subscriber, or someone has liked your comment, someone has liked your video. That's all I see. In fact, I don't even see who likes or get a notification for the likes. All I can see is X number thumbs up. and then it says a percentage from 1 to 100, how many thumbs up, and it doesn't tell me how many thumbs down. But please, if you want to, you can absolutely thumbs down the video if I'm boring you, but please, all I nicely ask is, if you want to thumbs down the video, go for it, but help me out and say why you don't like it. And then I can proceed in the future to make my videos better, and I will take your criticism on board. So that's enough waffle. Chewed your ears off, didn't I? Let's move this bit of wood. We're going to template the hob, and then we're going to start fitting the kitchen sink. Good evening, YouTube. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode and Monday's episode. I read the cupboards wrong on Monday, and it confused me, but I'm accountable. I should have, 100 mils, 100 mil, guys. I should have noticed, but yeah, I just got real confused because 24 represented that there could have been so many of that in that pattern, basically, and that threw me off because obviously you can't have a different size shape in that pattern, but you could in some other way. So yeah, anyway, that threw me off. I'm waffling. So this week's riddle: the more there is, the less you see. What is it? If you think you know the answer, comment below. And if you want more time, pause the video. If not, here comes the answer too. The more of this there is, the less you see. What is it? The answer is the darkness. The darker it gets, the less you see. Good little riddle, that. I hope you guys are enjoying. So the other side wall units, the last side, the wall units are now up. I think I've got a few more bits on those and how I fill them in. The Stone Co people will soon be around installing their bits, and in Friday's episode we start templating the hob, and then I have an awesome video coming up on the kitchen sink, underslung kitchen sink, how I've sort of templated it, how I've set it out, and how to connect all your pub plumbing and the do's and don'ts and sort of things you should check for when you do the plumbing. And so stay tuned, guys. Comment below what you think, to like the long videos or the short videos. If you've made it this far, just get involved in the comments. Smash that like button, pretty please. Really helps the channel out. And don't forget to check out the new Discord. You're all welcome to join the Discord chat. We've got Dave in there, we've got Robbo in there. Let me open it up so that I don't forget anyone. Completely been distracted. Moto Goyo, mate, you're awesome in this Discord. You obviously know your thing about Discord. And equally, guys, Moto Goyo, politely whoever you are, man, thank you. Brilliant ideas. Big thanks to you. And my regulars, Michael Johnson, Robbo, and Dave, and apologies, my memory's real bad. But yeah, like you regulars that have followed me from day one, I want to do something with all of you subscribers when we hit 1,000, and also at Christmas. I've come up with a little bit of a cinematic-y, drone shot-y, this is me, these are the things I can do. And yeah, I really want to get you guys involved, because I genuinely thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing and sharing the channel, and thumbing things up and commenting and helping me understand what I can do to make it better for you guys at home. I'm getting distracted. I'm reading Moto Goyo's thing on Discord and trying to do this outro on a Wednesday night for next Friday's episode. I think it's for next Friday's, or it's for next Wednesday's episode. I can't remember now, guys. I'm trying to be really proactive, but my ADHD and my autistic traits and attention is rubbish at the moment. It's only 8:30, but I'll be up at 4:30 in the morning. So guys, thanks for watching. I've been Charlie, this is CP Carpentry. This has been a super long episode, but super appreciate you guys tuning in. Peace. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.